So ideally I would have done this all in one video, but on the plus side, I am having minor miracles assisting me at this time. So, I mean, I said I had faith, so I did and I do, so I'm not worried. It's all going to work out. My predicament is insane though right now, but I'm completely calm. It's all going to be fine. So, yeah, I'm getting assistance with this health crisis I'm in. And that's why, I haven't been able to do the videos at the standard I would like to, and just talk about everything in one video. They're not up to my preferred standard. But look, I'll get to the point. I just have to get this out here right now because it looks like we are on the edge of potentially a massive conflict in the Middle East. I will put links in the description box below to two more blog entries from Jan de Villiers' blog. And yeah, Iran has been issuing many warnings. They've just issued another one in the last 12 hours saying basically we will get involved very soon when Israel goes into Gaza. Like, we're going to do it. Hezbollah has said the same thing. I mentioned that in a previous video that I posted in the last 3 or 4 days. And another one of these links in the description box below from Jan's blog talks about how the United States has now confirmed that they will get involved and bomb Syria and Hezbollah if they attack Israel. So it's just the whole thing is going to kick off. And then, as is mentioned, there's so many pieces to the puzzle. I've spoke about it, and as I mentioned in the videos that I published in the last 4 days. Yeah, Iraqi militias that are Iranian proxies will attack U.S. military bases in Iraq. The Houthis in Yemen will attack U.S. military bases in the region. Iran's probably going to attack U.S. military bases in the region. I mean, it could just go from 0 to 100 in 24 to 72 hours. I don't know what's going to happen, but I mean, this is completely insane. They've got two U.S. carrier groups in the Eastern Mediterranean right now, and they're not there for parades. They're serious. Okay, yeah, that's enough said. It's looking like we could be on the edge of a complete explosion in the Middle East, and I'm neutral on that, but obviously I hope that doesn't happen, but it's not looking good. So yeah, the third dream I had about Israel and what will happen to them in World War III. I'll just fill in the simple details of the symbolism that God showed me. I mean, basically, I was showing, as I said in these other videos that I posted in the last 2 to 4 days, I was shown 2 Israeli children. The girl was around 10. The boy was around 10. The girl was around 13. But they were children, and they had this very haughty, arrogant look to them, and they had their heads up, and these with slightly narrowed eyes, and they had this, as I said, arrogant, haughty countenance. I didn't even need to be told that. You could just see it and read it from their energy and their body language. And they were overconfident, hubris, and hubristic. And for this reason, I guess, they were in an area of land in Israel. I knew it was Israel. It was given to me in the dream. It was also obvious from the landscape and what it looked like. It was Israel. I could see it, and they were in an area where rural agricultural land phases into a city, so that I could see buildings around. But it was the outskirts of a city. And I noticed there were very few people other than these children there, and that symbolizes that Israel doesn't actually have many people, And there were only two of these children, which is saying symbolically, Israel does not have many troops. And yeah, they were very arrogant. And, like I said, and the fact that they were children that's God's, the symbolism is they're spiritually immature. And God has given me many similar dreams about New Zealanders, and I'm often shown that New Zealanders are children spiritually, because most of them are. They're very arrogant, and it's a godless, spiritually immature country. Not as bad. No, I don't want to make comparisons, and that's not my place. But similar to Israel, based on what God's shown me. Don't shoot the messenger. That's just what I've been shown. And presumably because of their arrogance and their pride, they think they're above everyone else, so they don't see their own weaknesses, and because they won't accept correction and they won't accept orders, because I'm above everyone, so why would I do that? So ironically, thinking you're stronger and better than everyone actually makes you weaker and lesser than them. I think there's a quote in the Bible that says something like, the proud will be humbled and the humble will be exalted. I mean, that's a very real dynamic in how reality works. And this dream was kind of showing this playing out, because what these two children did, who were looking haughty and arrogant, well, they picked up 2 assault rifles, and each child picked up an assault rifle, and in the dream they just started calmly walking to an area 200 to 300 meters away, and it was a border area, and the border was segmented, and the segments on the other side of the border represented different Arab countries, and I could see hundreds of Arab men. And they were tall. These men were in their 30s, like between the ages of mid-20s to 40s. And that was God's symbolic representation, saying that these people, these Arab Islamic men, are spiritually more mature and wise and intelligent than these arrogant Israelis. And the Israelis were massively outnumbered. It was absurd. I was literally shown 2 Israeli children going up against between 200 to 300 Arab men. And the Arab men were calm and relaxed. And they had this calm, quiet confidence. And they knew, I'm getting chills all over my body. And they knew this day was coming. They'd known it for a long time. They knew that the Israelis were going to do it. The sense I got is they knew this war was coming for decades. And they were... Of course, the Israelis are going to get completely annihilated because they're completely outnumbered which is obvious. I mean, look at the demographics of the region. I mean, there's tens of millions of Arabs. There's only something like 8 million people in Israel. Are you going to start a fight for the entire Arab world? You're not going to win. And the only reason they haven't lost yet is because they've got the backing of a strong United States. But when the US loses its power, and it's losing it now, the US economy is going to collapse soon, and then they're going to be attacked themselves. Well, then it's completely game over for Israel. So it's only a matter of time. So basically God showed me that, because Israelis, the majority of them, don't shoot the messenger, this is just what God showed me, I'm not saying this, are arrogant and haughty, and a lot of them are racist, and they've been conditioned and propagandized into that by their government, that they're going to do this stupid thing and be really belligerent and aggressive towards other Arab countries. And then, multiple Arab countries are going to attack Israel. So as I said in previous videos, it's not just Iran, Russia, and Palestine. This dream was showing me that because of these spiritual factors in terms of arrogance and well, what can I say? What do you expect? I guess when you're proud and arrogant and haughty, you do stupid things. Pride goeth before, and a haughty spirit before destruction. And I do believe Israel is about to be a cautionary tale of that piece of biblical wisdom when they get their asses kicked, and they're ultimately going to be destroyed. And that will go down in world history as an example of what not to do and how not to be an idiot, and how, and collectively, by being arrogant. They're going to be destroyed by their own arrogance and aggression. And it's not all Jews and Israelis. but they're being mind controlled into this madness and stupidity by psychopathic Zionist leaders, and Zionism is a racist, fascist ideology. And it goes against a lot of what the core Jewish teachings actually. Apparently the core Jewish teachings say you're not meant to steal and you're not meant to kill. Yet Israel is stealing land from Palestinians and killing Arabs without mercy, and they're pretty relaxed about it. And they're conditioned to believe that it's a good thing. Well, see how that's going to turn out for them. It's not going to end well.